Cheese around the world. There are over 1,800 cheeses all over the world, and that's still just a rough estimate. And you can't possibly go around tasting all of them in a single life. Luckily for you, this video takes you across the globe to take a look at cheese from around the world, from different places to different palates. So for the love of all that is Gouda, stay until the end of the video and you might just find the cheese for you. Roquefort. Starting off this list with a cheese that is as pungent as it looks. Roquefort cheese. This cheese hails from France, originating from the Roquefort-sur-Sauzon village where it got its name. This sharp and moldy cheese is made from goat's milk that has been churned and left to age naturally in the caves found in Combalou Mountain. The lovely blue veins of mold you see on the cheese develop naturally during this aging process. But don't let that mold stop you from eating this flavorful cheese. This cheese is sharp, tangy, and slightly salty. Pair this with its creamy and crumbly texture, and this cheese can be perfect for adding that little zing to your pasta or salad. And if you're feeling adventurous, maybe this is the perfect topping to bring your pizza to the next level. Gouda. This cheese is as tasty as it sounds. Gouda cheese. Hailing from the Netherlands in its namesake city of Gouda, this might be one of the most versatile cheeses on this list. That's because this cheese's flavor all depends on how long it's aged. Eat this cheese when it's still young, and you'll be treating yourself to a buttery type of cheese that's perfect for sandwiches. Give Gouda a few more years or months to age, and prepare to dive into deeper flavors, boasting a thicker and crumblier texture, and now having hints of caramel on top of that. And the versatility doesn't stop there. Some Gouda manufacturers even smoke their Gouda to add even more layers of flavor to this already tasty cheese. Gouda is a blank canvas that cheese artisans can express themselves on, and are all so thankful for it. Halloumi, Cyprus. Don't let your eyes deceive you. This isn't a tofu steak. No, this is a little something that the country of Cyprus pressed out called halloumi. Halloumi is best known for becoming chewier under high temperatures. Made from a combination of sheep and goat's milk, halloumi has a rubbery texture and a slightly salty taste. This taste and texture is all thanks to the brining process the cheese undergoes as soon as the cheese is curdled. But maybe the most iconic quality of halloumi is its melting point, which is to say it doesn't even melt at all. Whenever you fry, grill, or toast halloumi, you won't end up with a sticky, melted mess. Instead, you'll have a toasty, chewy cheese block that is perfect as a snack, a sandwich, and sometimes even part of dessert. Manchego, Spain. Mind that rind because it's Manchego's turn in the spotlight. This cheese is a culinary treasure, hailing all the way from Spain. So beloved that it's even put up strict regulations on what can be considered Manchego cheese. Manchego cheese is made from the milk of Manchego sheep, curdled and aged depending on the flavor profile that you want. Younger aged Manchego has a soft and creamy texture, followed by a slight tang, probably from the goat's milk. Older Manchego is firmer and has a more robust flavor profile. Enjoy this cheese with a plethora of fruits, jams, or even just on its own. You'll be in for a treat. Limburger, Belgium and Germany. Gooey from the get-go, this pungent cheese is called the Limburger. Originating from Germany, specifically Belgium, this cheese is made entirely out of cow's milk. This gives it the creamy and fatty texture that it's been known for. But what about the smell? Well, the smell comes from a special brine that's smeared over the cheese, causing it to grow a beautiful outer rind. But don't let that uppercut aroma fool you. This cheese is quite easy on the palate. Mildly salty and oh so buttery, this cheese is perfect for dishes that need that extra creamy texture. Dishes like sandwiches or just cheese on toast are great for this cheese. Though some people might be turned off by the smell, this cheese is always worth a try. Feta, Greece. No other cheese crumbles quite like feta cheese. This cheese is a Greek staple that's about as iconic as the great Greek gods and goddesses themselves. Feta is made using a combination of sheep's and goat's milk. The cheese curdles are then put into a brining solution, which simultaneously dries out and hydrates the cheese, giving that iconic crumbly texture. It's this same brining process that's also responsible for the salty and tangy taste that feta has. Feta cheese is often packed in jars of olive oil and other herbs, a perfect mix to be used in any fresh salads or sandwiches that your heart can think of. But really, with all that flavor packed in those cheese cubes, it would be amazing on its own already. Paneer India. Indian food is known for its amazing use of spices and aromatics, giving dishes layers upon layers of flavor. Knowing this, it's surprising how paneer is as fresh and mild as it is. Considered India's most famous cheese, paneer is made simply by simmering whole milk and adding lemon juice or yogurt until the cow milk curdles. From there, it's as simple as straining the curdles through a cheesecloth and washing away any acidity. What's left is a mild cheese that is ready to eat once strained, perfectly versatile, and can be added to any dish that already has layers upon layers of flavor. From curries and poutine to interesting desserts, this cheese can serve as a fresh and creamy add-on to your dish. Pecorino Italy. No other cheese goes as hard as Pecorino cheese. Pecorino cheese is well regarded for its robust and distinct flavor, making it a staple in Italian cuisine. This Italian cheese is made exclusively of sheep's milk because of the high fat content that sheep's milk provides, upping the flavor profile of Pecorino. As this cheese ages, the flavors and textures even grow more intense, ranging from a mild and sweet Pecorino Toscano that's been aged for just a month or two to a sharp and hard cheese known as Pecorino Romano. Pecorino Romano is perfect for use in pastas and salads, often grated over to add to the creaminess and flavor to iconic dishes. On the other hand, Pecorino Toscano is often eaten as it is and paired with various fruits, nuts, honeys, and whatever vessel you desire to place it on. Humboldt Fog USA. Appearances can be deceiving, but none of the cheeses on the list can be as deceiving as the Humboldt Fog. This award-winning American cheese is known for its beautiful cross-section, complete with the signature line of vegetable ash down the middle. That's right, this cheese is made of coagulated goat's milk and vegetable ash, aged to form a flavorful moldy crust on the outside. The flavors of this cheese get even more complex the longer it ages, ranging from a mild, tangy, and lemony taste to a creamier and more pronounced goat cheese tang. Also Irati, France. If cheese gets better with age, then this French cheese might be the most flavorful of them all. Considered to be one of the oldest known types of French cheese, Irati is produced in the Pyrenees region of France. Made exclusively with sheep's milk from breeds found in the Pyrenees region, this cheese is aged for a few months before it can be served. Boasting a clean and sleek creamy interior, this cheese may look rather plain, but it still has a unique depth of flavor to it. Described as nutty, buttery, and slightly sweet, the Irati gets its unique flavor from the sheep's milk. In French cuisine, it is commonly used in recipes like tarts, soufflés, and salads. But no matter how you cut the cheese, it's still important to appreciate the art, dedication, and formulation that goes into making cheese. Each cheese has a unique combination of flavors and textures that it really is hard to encapsulate all the best in a single list. But if anything, this is a great place to start.